All right, hey guys, so here we are today. We're going to go in here to Happy Valley Brewing and chat to Cheyne. He's the owner, the extraordinaire, the man with beer. We're going to chat to him. Mate, thanks for having us here today.
Very
thanks
welcome,
for the
buddy.
beer. What are we drinking?
This one is our Campfire Rice Lager.
Yep.
It's our first beer. We've actually put an enzyme in it.
Yeah.
Do we take two there?
No, we
Just
going.
Yeah, we've actually stripped the carbohydrates out of it. So it's our first low carb beer that we've done.
Yep.
Really good seller, super dry, super crispy.
Yeah.
4% alcohol. It's nice and
Coming
easy.
into summer too, exactly what you want.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah,
really
yeah.
Good. We good to swear on here as well?
Yeah, fucking go for it.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Just got to make sure, right?
Yeah, man,
Get it
yeah.
done first, yeah.
Mate, so you've crammed a lot into this space. Like, talk us through
It
What
is,
have we
yeah.
got over here? And
So, mate, we started off blank canvas, 300 square metres.
Yep.
Really hard to get through council. So originally when I put the submission in, they threw it out.
Yeah, right.
Put the DA in, they're like, we don't support it whatsoever.
It was pretty early in the piece too, wasn't it? Like
This is 2019 that I put the application in.
Yep.
And obviously no other breweries in the area. So from Newstead to Northgate, there was no one. So.
Yep.
Getting it over the line here was really difficult, but mate, 4.5 years in, we're still kicking goals. Like, still lots of fun. Still got good staff on board, good food, good beers. You know, Watson Brewing. Really good. Really happy. Had a bit of an upgrade on tanks.
Yep.
We're probably midway through 2 years ago.
Yep.
So got another 6 vessels, which essentially doubled our production.
Yeah, right.
So there's a lot more in tank. We got a lagering program, so like not so much the Campfire, but different lagering, like the Vienna lager, the German pills, our Italian pills. You know, we got about 100-day lagering stage.
Yep.
So we got a few tanks down the back. All we do is just sit them in there, clean them all up. You know,
just some good tank residence.
Yeah, really good, and you can really taste that through the flavour as well.
Yep.
You know, taste it through the beer. Have you seen we got a Luca tap on tap number 8?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
no,
so the Luca side pour tap.
Yep.
All of our special beers will go through that tap.
Yeah, nice.
So they all have their own spot where we run them through, which is good. Obviously, October now, we got 4 different beers for Oktoberfest. A lot of work going into it, but hopefully people still want to buy them and still, you know, it's a hard. When you do 10 kegs or something, they don't move real fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Oktoberfest, yes, they go bang, bang, bang.
100%. Yeah.
But it's
you've
hard
still got
to
that drag after.
Yeah. It's hard to keep people interested in the German beers, and then it also puts a date on where everybody knows. They're like, oh, that was brewed in October. It's now December. Man, come on.
Yeah.
You know, so they kind of, even though you know the beer's still good.
Yep.
It's a couple of months old, and so
Yeah, because we've instructed people that hobby beers don't last that long.
Exactly
So
right.
they think in their head that's all beer. Doesn't last that long. Whereas some of those lagers will be.
Oh, it'd be great for ages. Forever. Yeah. Well, not forever, but you know.
I know what you mean. Yeah. So, talk us through what you got here on the kit, man.
Mate,
it's not a huge kit, eh?
It's tiny. Yeah. It's tiny. It's a 5-hex system. It's a mash tun, kettle. We've got a 1,500 litre HLT.
Yep.
It does its job. What we have over a lot of other venues is variety.
Yep.
We're punching out 10 kegs at a time.
Yeah.
We bought a canning machine in August last year, so just over 12 months ago. So now we're splitting. We do about 20 cartons of each beer.
Yep.
So 6 kegs, 20 cartons, and that's pretty good. So when we do a beer release, we'll have the beer on tap and then the beer in can.
Yeah.
And then they pretty much run out at the same time. So depending on what beer it is, will be our difference in 60-40, 20-80, you know. So something like the double IPA that's in the fridge at the moment.
Yep.
We did 40 cartons of that and only 4 kegs.
Yeah, okay.
Because it moves faster in pack.
People don't want to drink it here.
Exactly
they can
right.
take it away.
They take it home and get your face at home,
Yep,
right?
Yep.
Which is good night beers, I call them, because you fucking have a few and then you go on a good night.
That's
See you later.
exactly right.
Double stacked bright tanks, which is pretty good.
Yep.
Has its own few little issues as well, just for reach, and you know we've got to use a ladder to get up the top. But all in all, for the limited space and the footprint we have, it's really good. You know, there's an extra 1,500 litres there.
Yeah, that's right. That you didn't have access
essentially,
to.
which has taken up the same footprint. So
So you said, like, you know, it's 1,500 litre. So you having to do some double brew days or triple brew days, or?
Yeah, we do. So pretty much we'll do a single brew day on a Monday.
Yep.
And then Ian will come in early on a Tuesday, and he'll start at 4:30 and go till 4:30, 5 o'clock at night.
Mate, the man has brewed 24 hours.
I know, right?
If you'd let him.
Yeah. So no, he'll come in and he'll punch out a couple of brews, and we've got a pretty good schedule, you know, that rotates every week.
Yep.
Obviously today is canning day. You know, we pack today, get the cans out, and then we'll run off the kegs this afternoon and punch them into the cold room. So everything ready. We're still labelling everything by hand.
I was going to ask you that. Are you labelling still?
Yeah. So obviously with a bit short on dough for a labelling machine, but we're punching out about. I can wrap a carton of beer in stickers in about 6 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
So 6 minutes a carton. It's not too bad. You know, on a Wednesday like today, we're not too busy in the brewery. So I'll sit behind the bar, pour beers, and just talk shit with people and just label cans for the afternoon. And then Ev does the same as well. Yeah. You know, we'll just punch out the cartons, and it's pretty quick.
You haven't looked at like printing?
I have. So I've got a meeting tomorrow with Rallings.
Oh yeah. For on-pack?
Printed cans.
Yeah.
So we'll try and
because they do on-pack reselling.
Is it?
I think what it is.
I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure they're an authorised reseller for them.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Up here, so
we just we got a few little concerns about you know, how it's going to be in the pallet itself. We don't want to have a beer come out that's on the bottom first and then have to reshuffle. You know, so we'll get our heads around that, and I'm sure we're probably overthinking it.
Yeah.
There's probably not that much in it. We'll just.
I don't think so. Yeah. I mean, normally you can. I mean, it's all cardboard sheath.
Yeah.
And you just cut around, slide it off onto another pallet, and.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, but these are all the things you've got to think about, though.
Yeah.
It's better to think about it than not, right?
And then get stuck, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw the social media post that Tento's put up the other day where they're practicing on their
Was it cans everywhere? I did. I saw it. And there was a lot of cans.
That was like half a pallet, it looked like. I was like, oh, that's a mess. Yeah.
I cringe when there's a few cans dropped on the floor, you know? Because you've got to pay for them. You can't use them once they've been on the floor.
That's right, yeah. It's money in the bank.
But then we're at the IPA meeting the other night, and we're talking about maybe, you know, our 10-cent coex.
Yep.
Right. What if we paid the supplier of the cans? What if we paid Vizzy that 14 cents first?
Yep.
And then I was like, man, it wouldn't be just the 30 cents dropping on the floor, it'd be that 14 cents as well.
Yeah.
It'd hurt even more.
Yeah,
and then if we got printed cans, even you know, like it'd be
adding on to the drink.
It'd just be hurting, you know, so.
Makes the beer more expensive.
Yeah, exactly right. Well, yeah, we've got enough going on as it is, so.
Yeah. Mate, like the space here, like you've got your bar smash bang in the middle with the cold room and that.
Yeah.
And out the back, like you got your amenities and whatnot. How can you expand? Like you can't really get any bigger, can you?
Not really, mate. You know, we've got a function room up the back, and you know, we use the front area. I've had half a dozen applications through the council, which they've approved, where we've got access to the car park out the front. So we put a gazebo out there, and
nice.
The kids hang out there. Only no alcohol out there, so we put a table at the front. People go out hanging with their kids, and it's a pretty good little spot. We can fit about 100 on the floor. Yep. If it's tight, it's going to be. Most I've had in is 143.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not. It's fairly good numbers. Yeah. You know, and then if there's a booking, if somebody wants, you know, to close the venue down themselves, I have to say minimum 120 people. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, we'll get them in this area, and then obviously close to the public, and that just gives them their freedom when they do speeches and. Yeah, but all in all, not a bad little spot. Yeah. So.
Your merch has been talk of the town for a while.
Pretty loud.
The old tie-dye shirt. I remember when you guys put them out.
And that was cool.
Everyone was talking about those.
Yeah, no, it was a good fun. I was holding workshops here. So, you know, a guy come in with a tie-dye shirt on, and he's like, yeah, let's do some tie-dye, man. Will, his name was. I haven't seen him for a while actually, but he actually gave us the idea, and then we did our first workshop. Sold tickets. I think it was like $35. You get a shirt and a beer, and then come in, and I hold the workshop and just teach everyone how to tie dye. It was awesome, man. And then we have like tie dye Fridays where people come in, and you know, you get different discounts on food and takeaway beers and over the counter beers. So it was a really good community building experience, you know, and it's something the kids could do too. So like primarily we're focused at, you know, 25 to 55-year-old
Yep.
people. That's our target market, you know, people that do drink craft beer. Having those kids involved as well.
People have families, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So, and it brings a family day out, whereas, you know, half the time the kids are here, they can't drink beer.
Yeah. Mate, I reckon I'm going to finish this because this is a good sign that I've been listening and not doing as much talking, that I've been drunk more than you.
Mate, if you do want to talk, go for it.
Yeah, no. But I reckon I might knock this over and we'll grab another one, sit down and have a bit more of a
course,
chat,
mate.
eh?
Easy as.
Sounds good. Happy Valley.
Yes, sir.
What's the name? Where does that come from?
Actually, I don't know if you know Jim Carrey's story. He's got a bit of a thing out there, but he wasn't famous. He went to Hollywood and he sat on the street and he just visualised himself on the street, and he wrote himself a check.
Yep.
Visualised that he could become an actor.
Yep.
Now he's one of the biggest actors in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
I actually did the same. I sat across the road in Wolverhampton Street and I was like, you know what? I can do this. I really want to. I want to open a brewery.
Yep.
And it was like, I was hyper focused on it, and I was like,
Yeah.
what was Stafford? You know, I know there was a tannery here,
Yep.
and you know there was all farming, and there's a brickworks, and I googled the history of Stafford, and it comes up. Stafford was originally called Happy Valley.
Yeah, right. What a cool name.
Yeah, and I thought so too. Stafford Road used to be called Happy Valley Road, and I think that was something that the locals had kind of forgotten. You know, it's just a forgotten part of history.
Yeah.
And then I've written across the picket fence along the bottom that where it was originally called. So when people are new to the venue, they come in and they'll see that, and you can actually see their face, their eyebrows will raise, and they go, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
giving back to this part of the town as well,
Yep.
that this is where your name originated
Yeah.
from, it's pretty cool. So
Are you from this area or like?
no, I'm not actually, mate. No,
Yeah.
so I grew up on the south side and
Yep.
then moved over to the north side to send the kids to school about 11 years ago.
Northerners.
Yeah, right. I did like 20 years over there, and then 11 years here. So it's been different on the north side, but one of the biggest drivers for craft beer in this area, obviously there was no breweries here.
Yep.
It was a little, they call it a microbrewery black spot being here, hard to get through council.
Yep.
But the Stafford Tavern, liquor legends down there, John in the bottle shop.
Yeah.
Massive craft beer. Yeah, heaps. And always cool shit that he's getting from everywhere, right?
Yep.
So that was one of the driving factors of why I wanted Stafford.
Yep.
You know, if he didn't have a massive bottle shop of craft beer,
Yep.
there wouldn't be a need for it.
But it's proven that there's that.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
People wanted that craft beer.
Yeah.
So you know, there's a saying: if you build it, they will come.
Yep.
They were already here.
Yeah.
You know, I just gave them a venue to come into, great beer, great atmosphere. You know, talk shit, have some beers, and just you know create that vibe where everyone's welcome. It's not pretentious. We just chill out, man.
Yeah.
Good food. You know,
Well, when I came in last weekend, I think I danced from the front door over here.
And then I was dancing back at you, right? Yeah, that's exactly how we want it for everyone, you know. Like, and even all the kids when they come in, they love this place just as much as their parents, and you know, it just makes a good, friendly feel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the grasshopper. So, yeah, there's all these like weird little.
Yeah. So, well, two stories first. There's first story of where the grasshopper come from.
Yep.
I bought some rhizomes maybe 2013, 2014 or something. I put this bit of scaffold tube in my backyard, 6.5 metres tall, run off some stainless wires, got 6 different hops growing.
Yep.
And they grew to the 20 foot, like the whole height.
Yeah, right.
First year, didn't even get one single hop.
Yeah, okay.
Second year, I'm like, right, here we go. Let's go. They've all sprouted. I've got the biggest, thickest rhizome, like thickest shoots coming up, and hits the top again. And then I get these grasshoppers.
Yeah.
They come through and start eating all the leaves. And so I rip into Bunnings and grab this, it's like this little red bottle. It's grasshopper and caterpillar killer.
Yep.
So I get this 5 litre drum and I mix it up and I pump it and spray all my hops, and I'm like, yeah, you know, like,
Die you
grasshoppers, get out of here, stop eating my hops. Because I wanted hops real bad, man. Like, that beer's my thing, right?
Yep.
So then...
when you start buying rhizomes as well, like, and even up here in this climate, like, you're still like, I want to do it.
Oh, mate, and they're beautiful. Like, that's a little bit of horticulture. I don't have a green thumb at all, man. And then, so I mix up this sprayer, spray all these grasshoppers, thinking I'm killing them. The leaves start turning white.
Yeah, right.
And then they start turning brown, and then the whole thing just fucking dies. I'm like, what's going on here? So I go back. I'm supposed to mix 5 mil to 5 litres.
Oh shit!
I mix 50 mil to 5 litres. So I've just roasted this thing. So all my hops, like that I'm thinking after 2 years, I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Gone.
We'll fix the grasshoppers.
Yeah.
And the plants.
Yeah. So I didn't want just the name Happy Valley, I wanted to build that brand and something recognisable.
Yeah.
And I actually had a lady come in here and she was all about symbols and, different colours, and she's like, do you know how powerful this emblem is? Like how powerful this logo is? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. She goes, well, the grasshopper's actually facing left, which it means it's stationary. It's a force in itself. If it was facing right, it's on the run.
Yeah, right.
It's not. Yeah, and then she goes, did you know green and gold colours are actually happy colours? Did you know circles are happy? And I'm like, shit, man, I didn't even know.
I just got a circle.
I was just like, yeah, I like that design, and so it was pretty cool that she's, opened that up and said how the emblem is, and I guess it's still here today. And when people do see the grasshopper or do see the emblem, they know that logo is Happy Valley.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That's true. Very super cool. What sort of beers are you known for, or you enjoy doing? Do you guys love doing? We're drinking the Hef now.
Yeah,
we had the lager before, but that's you've got double IPAs in there. You have got black IPAs coming out the wazoo.
Yeah.
But Ian's here. He loves his Belgians.
Yeah, we've got
there's
all of those
looking
boxes,
at your
mate. Yeah.
Freaking label wall here. There's a heaps going on. Is there anything you like to do, or do you just want to spread far and wide and just try something? And
we do like to cover on every base.
Yeah.
So we have a tap plan of our IPAs, our pales, our lagers, specialty beers, sours, dark beers.
Yep.
So we stick to them. We cover off every one of those.
Yep.
And they might change time to time. We do have 4 to 5 IPA taps.
Yep.
So tap 1 to 5 is primarily IPA.
yeah.
And whether that's a light IPA, a dark IPA, a double IPA, something like at the moment it's called Mixed Signals. It's a hazy IPA that's fermented on saison yeast.
Yeah, okay.
So just something different again,
Yep.
and that flavour profile really comes through. So primarily IPAs, but then we do have, like I said before, the lagering process of the different lagers we do.
Yep.
The Lucas side pour tap that's pretty special in itself as well. I think our focus is IPAs.
Yeah.
Nice, clean. I like a bit more bitterness than a lot of other people, but that's my palate.
Yeah.
So just depends on time of day, time of year, what season we're on, and what we feel like. Sometimes we get some harebrained ideas and go, come on, let's do this.
Can we do it?
Yeah. So we've actually been playing a bit at the moment with the abstracts and the
some of those products are insane.
oils. Yeah. So we're just touching the surface. The boys are out the back at the moment canning Pineapple Express.
Yep.
Which we've actually used Pineapple Express terpenes out of weed that we've put into there. So we usually we'd put 100 litres of pineapple juice in.
Yep.
We've just used this extract. So we're just touching on that now. And just even just the savings of how much wort and how much product that hops actually take.
Yep.
So we're between 10, 11 litres per kilo of hops. So being only a 5-hex system, using this abstracts, we're getting a lot higher yield.
Yep.
So something like a double IPA, we might only get 420 to 450 litres
just
of
pulls
beer.
out what you need to dump.
Yeah,
right? It's
so
extra beer, which
that
is
extra
more money.
year, which is
huge.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
And if we're down by 50 litres, that's 10%.
Yep.
Of our yield.
Yeah.
So which is a fair bit.
The can line that you've got, how new is that?
So we bought it. I think we're about the 3rd or 4th customer in Queensland that landed on the Black Fox.
Black Fox, isn't it? Yeah.
It is. So they're made out of Brisbane at Sumner Park.
It is.
Yeah. So Alex has been pretty good throughout the way. There's been a few little hiccups and just learning. Yeah. Being a single head filler. We get between 8 and 10 cans a minute.
Yep.
It's called a Black Fox 12. It can do 12 cans a minute, but we haven't quite got there yet.
Yeah.
There's...
It's like every can line. It'll be dependent on temperature and your carbonation and all of those little...
Yeah. So all in all, pretty good. Like I said before, with the labelling, we're still doing everything by hand.
Yeah.
We're weighing every single can by hand as well. Goes on the scales. Yep. It's good for a label.
That's right,
You know,
yep.
and it only takes a second per can.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is part of the line, but you know, it's quality control.
What's been your best memory achievement, like, since opening this? Like you said, you started this in 2019, got rejected.
Yeah.
Now you've obviously fought all those battles. You're in here.
Yeah.
You know, you just celebrated your 5th birthday.
4th, yeah.
4th birthday, yeah, sorry. So yeah, like when you look back, what's something that you're like, oh man, that was...
All right, first off, it was... So it had been in the pipeline for about 5 years. So 2015, I looked at buying a little joint called Brews Brothers at Wollongabba.
Yeah, I remember
just got
the place.
demolished.
Yep.
Yeah. That ended up falling through, and then 2018, I was driving cranes for a living, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go down this road of opening a brewery. My whole focus, 110%, was to get the doors open.
Yep.
I got the council approval on the 6th of August. That was a Thursday. I put the post up on social media on that Thursday at 1:45.
Yep.
By 1:45 on the Friday, it hit 20,000 people.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like 3,000 people an hour. I'm getting goosebumps.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
holy shit, we did it. You know, like, oh my God. So that was probably the biggest moment where I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
I've done the right thing.
But closing that door at night and flicking the lights off, still to this day, I look at it and just, I'm still pinching myself.
Yeah.
Like,
I've made this.
I did it. Yeah. And the memories that have been created here, and the people and the community, what's involved, and just the fun times. You know, when you go to the shopping centre and people say, "Hey, how you going?" They want to stop you and talk. You know, like it's a great vibe. It's that's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
Of switching those lights off at night and going, wow.
Yeah.
Unreal. Thanks for coming in. It's been great. Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers. You're
Got me
welcome.
mid-mouthful.
Oh, I love it. For the love of beer. Cheers, everyone.
That's it, man. Cheers.
Yep.